Okay, are we live? Yeah, synchro. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And into the next part because I'm getting some error back then. I mean, before this record, of course. And now we're going to do the encryption. Since we've completed the user input, as you can see, we have the little V right here, or the duck emote. At least that's what I call. And let's zoom it a bit so we can see the whole code. So now there are some issues. It's not that issues, but we actually don't need the 16 because we're not going to chop an option, but we're going to chop the user input of the plain text. So we can just boop. Sorry guys. Now we can add a new variable. Let's call this user input. Okay, so the first thing is we can let's make a space from the option and the another question. I'm just going to leave right there. It's beautiful. Let's make that, yeah. Now let's change this into input your plain text, because we want the user input and chop that into a character of array and compares that with the library. And the library itself, we actually have to duplicate it because so let's say the fry, right? Fry have the y character. So the y character will be increment into the next 3 character, which is b. So if you remember, and if you don't remember, you can check the previous video. So I can say that. So it should be a to b, right? But in the previous video, we only use the library max with the character of z. So what we are going to do right now is actually just duplicate this. So actually not all, but we can just use until c. So if you have a z character, so the third next the third next character is c. If you use c, you're not going to stop in here instead, but in here. So we can just use this again with the zyw, and we're pretty much good to go. So no, it's actually zyx. So let's get our user input with our variable user input. We go with input dot sys. No, it's next line. Next line. So what we're going to do is actually chop the user input now into a char of array. Let's see, char plain text. Let's use that user input dot to char array. Now we also need to keep the cipher, right? So we can create a new array called, let's say, char let's go with the final cipher, and the length, oh no, and the length of the cipher itself have to be the same as the length of the plaintext. For example, I have a word fry, and the cipher cannot be just 2 characters, right? Because the plaintext itself have 3 characters. So we need to keep the data what is called integrity. It's so the you know what I'm saying. So let's go with the new char. So we can just put 100. So maybe the user input not 100, but that's not the ideal on this concept. Instead, with using the actual length of the user input, it's giving us the dynamic purposes of the array. So this is good, and we're pretty much ready for the nested loop here. So let's create with the cute brace. What? No, it's integer I from 0 semicolon. So the first loop is actually examine each character of the plaintext. So we ended the loop, or the length of, yes, that's the word, the length of the loop is the same length of the plaintext. So char plaintext dot length semicolon and I++. Okay, now for the second loop, it's for the library of the encryption, which is this A to C. At least it have 20, 28, 29 characters, or okay, so you can just use the length of the array, which is carlib_eng, and remember to use the eng for the encryption, because that's the real format for the encryption, which is from A to Z, not vice versa. So let me just compile this first to check if there's any syntax error. Clear. Ooh, did you see on the terminal right there? Ooh, I hope you don't. Okay, so we're getting error here. At line, oh, there's no line. Oh, that's my bad. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to zoom this out first. The nested loop, make sure the first one is using the variable I, and the second one is using the variable J. Or you can just, with the M, so it will make us easier to differ the changes. Okay, is it readable for you? Okay, let me just compile this first again. What? Okay, we got another error. Char final cipher user input dot length. Nope, it's not. It's actually not user input dot length. It's char underscore plaintext dot length. So let me explain. The The reason is error because it was string, and the string doesn't have the function dot length, but it has the function dot length, so we call the method length. So if we compile this again, it's just the same, but let's make the let me this. Whoop, that's my bad. Let me just back to the char plain text here. Compile this again. So we much pretty good to go. I'm sorry for that. So the syntax is okay, so let's create the statements, so we can examine each character of the user input into the library of encryption, which is the A to Z plus ABC. So we can just type char plain text equals J. So we examine the first character the first index of the character of the user input with the first index of the library, which will be used the M. See? Okay, got it. So now, let's say the word fry, right? The first character of fry is F, so this will be F, right? And then this will be F2 because it have to match. So the first one is A. Oh, it's not A, so it will increment the variable and check the second index. Is it B? No. Is it C? No. It's actually F. So if it does match with the F, we can finally do insert with the cipher. We use M right here. What did I just put J? So we assign the final cipher with the char lib enc, and you might guess, boom, +3. So let's say the F, it's matched on the library of the encryption. So the final cipher will be assigned to F plus the next 3 available character, which is GHI, which is I, right? After that, don't forget to break the statement. No, I mean break the loop, because you don't want to the index is actually go far away, because we only have 29 character. We have to keep the loop, the value is always, the first is 0, so we can examine all characters on all libraries. Is it libraries? That's what I call, at least that's what I call. Let's just compile this first. We use JFAC and the file name with the extension, and to execute without the extension, just encrypt. Okay. Let me clear that a bit. We don't use the ln here because we want the user answer is in the same line as the questions, which is input your plain text. So let's just compile this first. Let me zoom out a bit so you can see the what's going on. Java and encrypt. See, so the cursor is side by side with the question, so it just looks more appealing, right? Let's go with the A. Okay, you know why? Because we don't even print the cipher. Oh, sorry about that. To do that, we use another for loop. In this case, ooh, it's pretty special, dude. You only print the final cipher without the index. What? So it will examine already the character. We can just use this out the print line. No, we're actually going to use the print C, which is all the characters of the final cipher, which what we want, right? And then we can just, oh, I have a nice little trick for you guys at home. Let me know in the comment below if you know this method. It's called the alignment. Your ROT3 encryption. Okay. See, so what I want is your ROT3 encryption display is actually the same align with the input your plain text. We can just erase this baboos. We can save it, zoom it out a little bit so you know what's going on, and just let's compile this once again. So it doesn't prompt anything, which is good, which is what we want. So there's no syntax error here. Let's execute it with Java Ceasar encrypt. Match with the A. Okay. It's working, but it doesn't look appealing. Hey, that's rhyme, huh? Let's make another system out print line. Yeah, just another line, because we're going to compile this first. Scroll up a bit so you know what's up. Okay, with Java Ceasar encrypt with the A, and we got the D, which is what we want, right? And if you watch the previous video, A, so the example is fry, right? If we fry, the answer should be IUB. So that's work. And let's encrypt my name, which is not my name. Is it my name? I don't think so. It's love BDG. Ooh, let's try this one more time. Encryption. Ooh, what's that? This is okay. So notice that there is no space, right? Which is not what we want. So we can fix that in here before the next loop, right? So in here we can just go with the if char plain text index I is equals to, oh, you can use the double strings. Is it double quote? No, it's not double string, it's double quotes, dude. You have to use the single quote because it's a character, right? Is it there? So it's actually check if there's any space to it. We're going to just allow that. char E, assign that with the, with the big smile. So I guess we're good to go. And it's 20 minutes already. Alright, compile this first. It prompts nothing, which is good. Let's say irshad. Okay, now let's create a text with a space now, right? Hey, this night is okay, I guess. So we get the space character into the encryption or the final cipher, and that's about it. That's the whole idea. Why I keep saying that, I don't know. And this is the whole encryption. As you can see, it goes for the case 1 right here. That's what we're going to do. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You can watch 20 minutes, or it really, I hope it can help you, help me. Sub for sub. Nope. Oop, forget that part. And thank you for watching, and see you on the third part, which is the decryption. Ooh. So bye guys, let's go.